Ka. What happens when one of the most recognized women in the world reveals that her greatest struggle was not only her own? For more than a year, the public watched from a distance as Catherine, Princess of Wales, stepped away from royal duties and focused on her health. But during a recent visit to a cancer treatment center, Kate offered a rare glimpse into a reality that had largely remained hidden behind palace walls. Her comments were brief, but their significance was impossible to ignore. For the first time, she openly acknowledged the emotional toll her illness had taken not only on herself, but also on the people closest to her. Before we go, if you admire Kate Middleton's strength and the resilience of the royal family through these challenging times, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Your support helps us continue bringing you the latest royal news, exclusive updates, and inspiring stories from behind palace walls. Leave a comment below to share your message of support for Kate and her family. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next royal update. And in doing so, she revealed a side of the royal family's experience that many had never fully considered. Because as difficult as a diagnosis can be for a patient, the burden is often shared by an entire family. And what Kate revealed may change the way the public understands one of the most challenging chapters in modern royal history. The moment unfolded quietly, without the grandeur typically associated with royal appearances. While visiting the Christie NHS Foundation Trust, Kate met patients currently undergoing cancer treatment and spoke with individuals facing challenges she herself had experienced. During a conversation with a patient named Claire Laurent on her final day of breast cancer treatment, the princess offered words of encouragement and congratulations. But it was what she said next that immediately drew attention. Turning toward Claire's partner, Kate acknowledged something often overlooked in discussions surrounding illness. She explained that the experience is just as difficult for loved ones and family members. She then referenced her own experience, saying she understood how hard it had been for her children and for her parents. It was a deeply personal observation, delivered in a remarkably simple way. Yet those few words revealed something significant. For months, public attention had focused on Kate's health and recovery. Suddenly, the conversation expanded to include the emotional journey endured by those standing beside her, and that realization would open the door to a much larger story. To understand why Kate's recent comments carried such weight, it is important to revisit the extraordinary circumstances that began in early 2024. Following months of speculation regarding her absence from public life, the princess released a video statement confirming that she had been diagnosed with cancer and was undergoing treatment. The announcement stunned audiences around the world. For years, Kate had been viewed as one of the most stable and dependable members of the royal family. Her sudden withdrawal from public duties had generated questions, but few anticipated a health challenge of this magnitude. The revelation immediately transformed public discussion surrounding the monarchy. Royal engagements, future plans, and public appearances suddenly became secondary to concerns about her well-being. Yet, while the world focused on the diagnosis itself, another reality was quietly unfolding behind palace walls. A family that had spent years presenting an image of strength and continuity was now facing uncertainty on a deeply personal level. And according to many royal observers, that private battle would become one of the defining experiences of Kate's life. As Kate focused on treatment, attention naturally shifted toward Prince William and the responsibilities he carried during this period. Publicly, he continued representing the crown and maintaining a visible presence at official engagements. Privately, however, he faced a far more complicated challenge.
Like countless spouses confronting similar situations, William found himself balancing family responsibilities with professional obligations under extraordinary circumstances. Royal commentators frequently noted the difficult position he occupied. Not only was he supporting his wife through treatment, but he was also helping provide stability for 3 young children while continuing to fulfill expectations associated with his future role as king. The pressure was considerable. Every appearance, every public statement, and every decision attracted intense scrutiny. Yet, throughout the period, William consistently projected calm and determination. Behind that public image, however, there was likely an emotional burden invisible to most observers. And as Kate's recent remarks suggest, the family's experience extended far beyond what the cameras ever captured. Perhaps the most emotional aspect of this chapter involves Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. Throughout the period of treatment, questions naturally emerged regarding how the young royals were coping with the situation. For any parent, explaining a serious illness to children can be extraordinarily difficult. For parents living under constant public attention, the challenge becomes even greater. William later revealed that he and Kate chose to communicate openly with their children about what was happening. He acknowledged that there were moments when they worried about sharing too much information.
Yet, he also explained that hiding the truth often creates more fear and uncertainty. Those comments offered rare insight into the parenting approach adopted by the Prince and Princess of Wales during an exceptionally difficult period. Rather than attempting to shield their children completely from reality, they chose honesty and reassurance. That decision likely required difficult conversations and emotional resilience from everyone involved. And according to many royal analysts, it may ultimately strengthen the family bond that has become increasingly central to the future image of the monarchy. One of the most revealing aspects of Kate's recent remarks was her acknowledgement of her own parents. Throughout her years in public life, Kate has often spoken warmly about the support provided by Carol and Michael Middleton. However, discussions about their experience during her illness have remained largely private. That changed when Kate openly recognized how difficult the situation had been for them. Her comments served as a reminder that a cancer diagnosis affects multiple generations simultaneously. Parents, regardless of their children's age, often experience profound worry when confronted with a serious health challenge involving someone they love. For the Middleton family, that concern unfolded under unprecedented public scrutiny. While the world's media focused on updates regarding the Princess of Wales, her parents were likely navigating the same fears and uncertainties experienced by countless families facing similar circumstances. Kate's willingness to acknowledge their struggle added a new layer of understanding to the story. It highlighted the network of support that helped sustain her throughout treatment. But as significant as that support was, the next phase of her journey would bring challenges and lessons that no one could have predicted. As the months passed, it became increasingly clear that this experience was reshaping the Wales family in ways the public could not immediately see. Major life events often force people to re-evaluate priorities, and this situation appeared no different. While royal life is traditionally governed by schedules, protocol, and duty, health challenges have a way of changing perspectives. Observers began noticing subtle differences in how William and Kate approached public life after the announcement. There appeared to be a greater emphasis on family time, personal well-being, and maintaining a sense of normalcy for their children. Although no official statement described a dramatic shift in priorities, the family's actions often spoke louder than words. Behind palace walls, everyday moments likely took on new meaning. School runs, family meals, holidays, and private conversations may have become more valuable than ever before. For a family preparing for future responsibilities at the highest level of the monarchy, this period may have served as a powerful reminder that titles and traditions cannot shield anyone from life's most difficult realities. And while those lessons were being learned privately, another challenge was beginning to emerge: how and when Kate would return to public life. For much of 2024, public attention focused on a single question: when would Kate return? Every appearance, photograph, and official update generated headlines across the world. Yet, unlike previous royal absences, this was not simply a matter of scheduling. It was a question of recovery, health, and long-term well-being. As treatment progressed, palace communications remained measured and cautious. The message was consistent: Kate's priority was recovery, and any return to public duties would happen gradually. That approach reflected a broader understanding that healing is not always linear. For many cancer patients, the end of treatment does not immediately mark a return to normal life. physical recovery, emotional adjustment, and ongoing monitoring often continue long after the public believes the crisis has passed. When Kate eventually began reappearing at selected engagements, reactions were overwhelmingly positive. Crowds, commentators, and supporters saw not only a senior royal returning to work, but also a woman who had endured a deeply personal challenge. Her appearances carried new emotional significance.
Every smile, every interaction, and every public engagement seemed to communicate resilience. Yet the story was far from over. In many ways, an even more important chapter was just beginning. When news emerged in early 2025 that Kate was in remission, the announcement was greeted with relief across Britain and beyond. For supporters who had followed her journey closely, it represented a hopeful milestone after months of uncertainty. However, remission is often misunderstood by the public. While it is unquestionably positive news, it does not necessarily mean that the emotional impact of illness disappears overnight. Many individuals who have faced serious health challenges describe remission not as an ending, but as the beginning of a new phase. There is gratitude, certainly, but there can also be caution, reflection, and a deeper awareness of life's unpredictability. Kate's recent comments suggest that she understands this reality intimately. Her willingness to speak about the experience indicates that the journey continues to shape her perspective. Rather than portraying recovery as a simple return to the past, she appears to acknowledge the lasting effects such an experience can have on individuals and families alike. That honesty may be one reason her story has resonated so strongly with the public. But beyond personal recovery, there is another question attracting growing attention: how this chapter may influence her future role within the monarchy.
Throughout modern royal history, moments of personal adversity have often influenced how senior royals are perceived by the public. For Kate, this period may ultimately become one of the defining experiences of her life. Before her diagnosis, she was already widely regarded as a stabilizing figure within the royal family. Yet her response to illness has introduced another dimension to her public image. Increasingly, people see not only a future queen, but also a wife, daughter, and mother who has faced challenges familiar to countless families around the world. That shared experience creates a powerful connection. It bridges the gap between royal privilege and everyday reality. Royal analysts have noted that authenticity often strengthens public trust, and Kate's recent remarks reflect a level of openness rarely seen from senior members of the monarchy. Without revealing every detail of her private life, she has offered glimpses into the emotional realities behind official titles and public appearances. As a result, her influence within the institution may grow even stronger in the years ahead. And if that proves true, the long-term impact of this difficult chapter could extend far beyond her personal story. The British monarchy has spent decades adapting to changing public expectations. Transparency, accessibility, and authenticity have become increasingly important in maintaining public support. Kate's cancer journey has unfolded within that evolving landscape.
Rather than relying solely on traditional royal distance, the family has chosen selective openness at key moments. The result has been a level of public empathy that few could have predicted. By sharing carefully chosen insights into their experience, William and Kate have presented a more human image of royal life. They have shown that even those living within palaces face fears, uncertainty, and emotional struggles similar to those experienced by millions of families. This does not diminish the symbolism of the crown. If anything, it strengthens the connection between the institution and the people it serves. As the monarchy continues preparing for its next generation of leadership, that connection may prove increasingly important. Yet perhaps the most remarkable aspect of this story is not its political significance or historical implications. It is the simple reminder that behind every title, every ceremony, and every public appearance are human beings navigating challenges that no amount of status can entirely erase. And that realization leads directly to the final and most powerful reflection of all. One of the most significant aspects of Kate's recent appearance was not simply what she said, but the fact that she chose to say it at all. For years, the Princess of Wales has maintained a careful balance between public duty and private life. Unlike many public figures, she rarely discusses personal struggles in detail. That is why her comments during the visit to the Christie NHS Foundation Trust carried such weight. They were not part of a formal speech. They were not delivered from a palace podium.
Instead, they emerged naturally during a conversation with someone facing a similar battle. In many ways, that made them even more powerful. There was no attempt to create a headline or generate publicity. The remarks felt genuine, immediate, and deeply personal. For royal watchers, the moment offered a rare glimpse beneath the polished image that the public typically sees. It reminded people that behind the future queen is a woman who has experienced fear, uncertainty, and vulnerability. And because those emotions are universal, her words resonated far beyond the walls of the treatment center. Yet the impact of that honesty would extend even further than many initially realized. The reaction to Kate's comments was immediate. Across social media, news outlets, and public discussions, many people expressed appreciation for her openness. The reason was simple. Millions of families have experienced similar situations. Whether through cancer or another serious illness, people understand what it means to watch a loved one struggle. They understand the sleepless nights, the difficult conversations, and the uncertainty that can accompany every medical update. Kate's remarks validated those experiences.
Rather than focusing exclusively on her own journey, she acknowledged the emotional burden carried by parents, spouses, partners, and children. That perspective struck a powerful chord because it reflected a truth often overlooked. Illness rarely affects just one person. It creates waves that spread through entire families. By speaking from that perspective, Kate positioned herself not above those experiences, but alongside them. And in doing so, she strengthened a connection with the public that may endure long after this chapter has passed. But perhaps the most important audience listening to her message was much closer to home. Every major family challenge leaves an imprint on children, particularly when it is navigated with honesty and care. While Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis remain young, the experiences of the past 2 years may shape their understanding of resilience for decades to come. William's comments about communicating openly suggest that the family made a conscious decision to face difficult realities together rather than avoid them. That approach may have required courage from both parents. Discussing illness with children is never easy. It involves answering questions that do not always have clear answers, and providing reassurance during moments of uncertainty. Yet many experts believe that openness, when handled appropriately, can strengthen trust within families.
For the young royals, this experience may ultimately become an important lesson about empathy, responsibility, and perseverance. Long before they fully understand the constitutional roles that await them, they have already witnessed an example of personal strength within their own home. And as they grow older, the memory of how their family confronted this challenge may prove just as influential as any royal tradition. Historically, royal strength has often been associated with duty, composure, and public service. Those qualities remain important. However, Kate's experience has highlighted another form of strength that resonates strongly in the modern era. It is the strength to acknowledge hardship without allowing it to define you. It is the ability to continue moving forward while recognizing the emotional realities that accompany difficult circumstances. Throughout her treatment and recovery, Kate never attempted to present herself as invulnerable. Instead, she demonstrated resilience through patience, determination, and quiet perseverance. That approach has altered public perceptions in subtle but meaningful ways. Increasingly, people see strength not as the absence of struggle, but as the ability to endure it with dignity. For many observers, that may become one of the most enduring legacies of this period. The Princess of Wales did not simply return to public life.
She returned carrying experiences that have deepened her perspective and, arguably, strengthened her connection with the public she serves. And that evolving relationship may become one of the defining features of the monarchy's future. Looking back, it is possible that historians and royal commentators will view this period as a turning point, not because of constitutional change or political controversy, but because it revealed something profoundly human at the heart of the institution. For years, Kate has been seen as a symbol of stability within the royal family. Today, she is increasingly viewed as something more, a figure whose personal experiences have made her more relatable to millions of people around the world. Her recent comments about her children and parents may appear simple on the surface, yet they reveal the emotional reality behind one of the most challenging periods of her life. They remind us that even within palaces, families face fear, uncertainty, and heartbreak. More importantly, they remind us that recovery is rarely a journey taken alone. Every step forward is supported by loved ones who carry the burden together. As Kate continues her gradual return to public duties, that message may remain one of the most powerful aspects of her story, and it may ultimately shape the way she is remembered for generations to come.
As the Princess of Wales continues moving forward, her recent remarks offer a rare and meaningful insight into a chapter that has touched millions around the world. Beyond the headlines, beyond the ceremonies, and beyond the royal titles, this story is ultimately about family. It is about parents worrying for their children, children worrying for their mother, a husband supporting his wife through uncertainty, and loved ones standing together when life becomes most difficult. For more than a year, much of the public focus remained on Kate's diagnosis and recovery, but her latest comments reveal a larger truth. Serious illness is never experienced in isolation. Every challenge, every setback, and every moment of hope is shared by the people closest to us. That reality may be the most important lesson to emerge from this extraordinary period. Today, Kate appears to be entering a new chapter, a chapter marked by recovery, reflection, and renewed purpose. Yet the experiences of the past 2 years will almost certainly remain with her. They have shaped her family, influenced her outlook, and strengthened her connection with people facing similar struggles around the world. And perhaps that is why this story continues to resonate so deeply, because it is not simply the story of a princess. It is the story of resilience, love, and the quiet strength of family during life's most difficult moments. The question now is no longer how Kate survived this challenge.
The question is how this experience will shape the future Queen of Britain, and whether this deeply personal chapter will ultimately become one of the defining moments of her remarkable legacy.